coming up on High Score.
Hi, Gene. It's Todd. I want to let you know we're on our way.
Gene has a big party coming, and I promised we'd get him to him before his party.
Dr. Larry Levin was the cocaine king.
Time to trade in.
We're working on the Seawolf, but Dan is at the auction right now. I'm Todd Tuckey. For the past 30 years, my crew and I have been working to keep the American arcade alive. We go through hell and back to find and restore your favorite quarter munchers so nostalgic gamers have another chance at the High Score.
We're heading to Sicklerville, New Jersey. We are dropping off the Pac-Man machine, picking up with Spiders, a final fight, and a Seawolf for an overhaul. Should be fun.
Ryan and Steve are going to be our guys pulling the games out. Ryan has become a very valuable employee to me. He can do anything. I can say, Ryan, get this thing working. And he can really turn his tools on that and get it working good. And Steve never painted apparently in his life. I guess maybe in first and second grade, but he discovered that he has this really good talent for a real steady hand. I mean, you need a steady hand. You wouldn't believe the difference between these machines when he touches his brush to it. How you doing? Hey, we're here to exchange dogs for a couple of arcade games. Gene decided he wanted to trade 3 of his old games in toward a pinball machine he saw in our showroom called Jungle Lord, and then he paid to have the Seawolf completely overhauled. Going to the customer's house, of course, you don't know what you're going to find. Sometimes you find machines that are in such bad condition. Frequently we get to a house and find out that there's a family of mice living in the machine. Gene's games were not falling apart.
The Spiders was cool. I thought the Spiders Gene had was pretty neat. I'd never seen a Spiders before.
Spiders. It's quite rare because they didn't make many of them.
And it was all original stickers, original artwork. It was in good condition too. All his games were in good condition.
After we arrived at Gene's house, I found out that he in fact had an arcade back in the video game boom in the early 80s. So these machines were in your game room?
No, these particular machines were here when I bought the house. But we had a good time. I had we opened it from scratch actually in an old bank. And I got the coin upstairs to show you. It was a standalone building in a strip mall in Eagleville. Well, the irony is, 2 years later when we sold it, I was back on active duty. I got a call from the U.S. Attorney and said, "Do you know Dr. Larry Levin?" I said, "No, the name doesn't ring a bell." He said, "Well, you sold him a game room." I said, "Well, we sold the dentist the game room, you're right." Dr. Larry Levin was the cocaine king, the guy that had all the cocaine and then skipped town and was convicted. I think he's still in a hoose job.
It always seems like the bigger and the heavier the cabinet is, the more steps there are.
Gene, we'll see you again in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just in time for your party.
Sounds good to me. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. How about buying a real arcade game for your house? My daughter Tammy will show you all about it.
Have you ever thought of owning your own video arcade game? Well, come to TNT Amusements. We've got plenty of them. We have 100 different machines for sale in our Southampton, PA showroom. Where can you find classics like Galaxian and Mortal Kombat? Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Stargate. Oh, and we have Pinball. If you get tired of your game, we guarantee you generous trade-in credit. How about buying your very own shuffle bowling alley? Woo! Oh, I love touchscreen games. How about buying your very own bubbler jukebox that holds 500 CDs?
It's electric.
All of our machines come with TNT Amusements exclusive 5-year service plan. Go to our website for prices and more info. TNTAmusements.com.
We're in the yellow pages under amusement.
Ever think you would be perfect for reality television? Now is your chance to feature your business on TV. Go to PBRProductions.com, the home of the Greater Philadelphia area's premier film, television, and video production company. We offer a wide variety of television commercial, web video, and infomercial solutions. Go to PBRProductions.com and learn how we can help your business unlock the potential of television advertising.
The shop's full because we're getting this huge 20-game order ready. I can't bring the Seawolf in until we get these other games out and on the truck. There's no room. It's down to the wire, and we have a week left to deliver these 20 games to Michigan.
Sometimes we come up with these deadlines that are insane, and Todd's always going 100 miles an hour.
We were back to the old 7-day grind for this special order because we had to make a certain deadline. There were 2 separate deliveries out there, one in Indiana and one in Michigan. The advantage of us bringing the machines ourselves, especially this many, is that our own staff can set them up. They know how they go. Plus, they're not jumping trucks.
We had all hands on deck. Got some people who used to work here to come back.
A lot more that everybody has to do, and they have to do it faster because they're stopping the other person in the chain.
I've sent Dan out to an auction searching for some games. Dan came to me also looking for part-time work, and it worked out so well he decided to stay on for a while. He likes selling games the most. He's a people person. He likes going in the showroom when we have customers in.
Initially walking into the event, I saw there wasn't a lot of people there. Not a lot of people I should be worried about anyway.
You never know what you're going to find at an auction.
I had a good feeling that most of the equipment we wanted we could get. All in all, it looked like a decent inventory.
We had no idea what Dan was going to find.
We're here to get games cheap and use the parts and refurbish them ourselves. We're not here to spend a lot of money. That's why it's an auction.
You could find that great deal. You could find that turd.
Some of them were other games in different cabinets that were originally something else, so they weren't worth buying.
I always tell Dan, call me.
Typically when I go to an auction, I'll call Todd, let him know who's there, what our competition is, and also what I think that we need and what we can profit off of.
Dan called and he said he found a Michael Jackson Moonwalker.
Michael Jackson Moonwalker, that game brings money all day.
Whenever I had those Michael Jacksons come in, a collector who loves Michael Jackson would buy it.
Anything with Michael Jackson's name on it brings customers.
You can't get anything like it in any home system. It was really neat because it featured song bites from his popular songs at the time. The graphics were great, and the music was fantastic. When he called and said he found one there, I was shocked. Any Michael Jackson fan would love to have this, and there's not many left on planet Earth.
Todd really wanted that machine, and the pressure was on me to get it.
I said, don't go any more than $1,500.
Here we go, Moonwalker. 3 and a bit, 3 and a half, 400. 4 and a bit, 4, 3 and a bit, 400. 3 and a half, 375, 400, 4 and a quarter.
I was really nervous when the bidding started going up a little bit higher on the Michael Jackson Moonwalker. And I had a certain amount to spend. I was really getting nervous.
Dan is very experienced at these auctions. He knows what to do.
At the arcade auctions, I like to hang back, wait, see what the actual piece is going for.
As with any auction, you lay low. You don't start bidding right away. You let everybody else do the bidding. You don't get up front near the auctioneer. You get in the back of the room. You can always raise your hand up and as you're bidding.
675, 675, 6.5.
They just kept driving the price up on me. I knew I had to get it for the price that we had set. And if I didn't get this, I had a lot of explaining to do.
That game is a collectible, for sure.
Sold at 650.
When the bidding ended on me, that's when I knew we were going to be all right.
We got a great deal in this.
Coming up.
You idiot!
We do like throwing video games off the roof and smash them.
Jungle Lord is gorgeous, but we're having a reset problem with Seawolf. How about renting a game for your next party? My daughter Terry will tell you all about renting games for your next event.
Do you want your next party to be a big hit? Rent one or more of our games for your next event. We have both old and new pinball machines, or a game that up to 4 people can play at the same time. Touchscreen games are a lot of fun. Or how about a bubble hockey? Our delivery men bring them in and set them up. We even rent jukeboxes. Go to our website for more information at TNTAmusements.com.
We're in the yellow pages under amusements.
The truck is packed and we are ready to go.
Put a lot of hours in. Somehow we got it done. I don't know how that happened, but we did. We got it done.
Oh, it was chaotic. It was wall to wall here, day and night, 12 hours, 13 hours a day. Yeah, we had to rush to get some of those done, but we made it. We made it to the end, and we got them all out.
Okay, guys, you're ready to go. And remember, if anything goes wrong, don't come back. Hey guys,
How are you?
what can I do for ya?
Time to trade in.
Already?
Already.
It's only been like a year, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, let me turn everything on, guys, okay? The Golds have been old customers of ours.
We've been dealing with Todd for many years.
Since kids were little.
From the first birthday parties to my oldest is 15, so we've been having parties there 3 times a year for the last
At least
13 years, 14 years.
One feature TNT offers is the fact that if you get tired of something, you can trade it in. And we have this forever half-back deal. So you buy a game, keep it for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. You can trade that baby in and get something else. We guarantee at least half-back in credit. Once you follow me, I'll show you a couple other classics that you may want to try an older game. Millionaire is like a casino theme. You got a roulette wheel in the center. And here is a copy of a 1970 game. It was made in '85, Fireball Classic, has a spinning disc in the center. In Judge Dredd, this planet spins here and you try to lock a ball in it. And then these buttons on the side will let you select different modes of play. Swords of Fury is really neat. If you go around this loop, it'll kick the ball back out. But to get on the top play field, you have to go around these loops. Viper is based on the Dodge Viper. And these have glow balls that glow in the dark and the black lights come on. This is great. And here's Dr. Dude. It's a great game because you've got all these neat shots. You got the Mix Master. You get in the gift to gab and it kicks the ball out. It's fun. Well, tell me, have you guys made a decision?
We think so.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you like, Tower?
Dr. Dude.
Ah.
That's what game you like?
What's
Yes,
the other
Brandon. Brandon.
Judge Dredd?
Yeah.
So you're decided between Dr. Dude and Judge Dredd.
Dr. Dude.
Dr. Dude it is.
Okay.
How soon do you want it?
Whenever you can deliver.
Whenever you can deliver it.
Let's look inside this toilet. That soon will be a treasure. Seawolf's gonna need a lot of work. Gene has a big party coming, and I promised we'd get him to him before his party. Yes, we are under pressure. Yes, it will take us some time, and yes, there is a chance we won't get it done. But we're going to work our hardest. Everybody's going to be working on these at one point. Each man does a different task to the machine. Feel how nice and smooth that moves. This is really quality American craftsman. So that'll all have to be disassembled and cleaned. So, we got a lot of work on this machine. This is a 20-hour project. You can start now.
Walking through the auction, and then I saw 2 Miss Pac-Mans there, and I thought we could make a lot of money off of them. Right off the bat, those are always sure buy. The Miss Pac-Mans that were there, they were in decent shape, fair shape, I would say. Unfortunately, at the auctions, customer base is there too, not just dealers, and they'll drive the prices up.
Everybody's bidding, everybody's in a frenzy.
4.5, 500, 5.5.
We couldn't get them for a decent price, so we just had to let them pass.
You don't want to get sucked into the excitement and overbid on something.
Would have been nice to get them, but it's just something that we can't afford to pay for.
I talked to Dan earlier, and he told me there was a Super Checks hockey there.
I opened it up for the inspection before the auction. It did have a circuit board in it. Was not playing, but it did light up, so we can repair that here. We have the means and the manpower and the knowledge. At the end of the auction, when everything was done, I walked outside, get away, get some air, and give Todd a call. Hey Todd, we made out pretty good.
He said, Todd, I got some great deals.
Let him know right away about the Super Checks, because I knew that was a great deal. I guess how much we got the Super Checks for? 120 bucks. He couldn't have been happier.
There's a wise old saying, you make your money when you buy. And that's just what Dan did.
That game was definitely the winner of the auction. That paid for everything else, the trip, and probably one of the guys' salaries for the next week. That's a win all day. We'll sell that for $2,000.
Where sometimes you get an auction piece that you end up dropping off the roof.
We do like throwing video games off the roof and smashing them.
These games were not worthy to sell.
Sometimes taking some of the stress out on a video game is all it's worth.
Why fix something that's junk? Why put all this time and energy and sell it when we could have more fun throwing it off the roof?
All that.
That's the way the cabinet crashes. While we were working on Gene's games, I had a customer call who was in our showroom the day before to compliment Jason. He said he came in and you and Linda were wonderful.
Oh, this must be the guy from Wednesday.
He was looking at the power play.
Yes.
But he said he was more impressed with the Playboy pinball.
And it's the one we just picked up, the one that's in mint condition, because he's a freak.
Okay.
And he's got a mail order wife.
Interestingly enough, with Jason, he fell into a job that he does extremely well. He gets real detailed stuff done on these machines that we didn't really see before. So I can turn a pinball over to him to do the cosmetic things on it. Not the paint, but the cosmetic and mechanical things. And he can knock that machine out.
Jason's a pinball wizard. He does and comes up with some things for these games that are absolutely amazes me.
He'll take everything apart, rebuild it, put it back together better than it was.
When we brought the Seawolf in, the connectors that plug into the board were all bad, just from being unplugged and plugged in, unplugged and plugged in for the last 34 years.
So what we're going to do is, instead of fussing with this old thing, is just use a brand new one. So we're going to cut each wire off and then solder it together, and we'll have a brand new connector when we're done. And then I'm going to resolder all these pins here. This is where the socket actually connects to the connector here. So we're going to reheat each one to make sure it has a good connection.
The W apparently works fine.
Now here's just a 53 GE. Works fine too?
Yep. Good.
So I'm going to take that out, take them out, and put a brand new fuse holder in, and then solder it together so that it's fixed.
Gene, it's Todd. Hey, greetings. I want to see if we can come out tonight. I have good and bad news. Jungle Lord is gorgeous, but we're having a reset problem with Seawolf over and over. It's not resetting every time. I don't know if we'll be able to get it done. Somebody's working on it now, but it's getting so late. I figured let's get this so we at least have one more game in there for the party. Good. Okay, we'll be coming out shortly. Okay, Gene. All right, bye.
Kurt, you idiot! Look what you did. You blew it, Wallace.
No power, man. How we gonna fix these games? Can't fix nothing if we don't have the juice, Bruce. I'm blaming you and that 70-year-old game you're working on.
7.
Coming up.
This button clears the high score.
Oh, it's 100% better. They've done a great job.
Ever think you would be perfect for reality television? Now is your chance to feature your business on TV. Go to PBRProductions.com, the home of the Greater Philadelphia area's premier film, television, and video production company. We offer a wide variety of television commercial, web video, and infomercial solutions. Go to PBRProductions.com and learn how we can help your business unlock the potential of television advertising.
Seawolf is done. And Gene has been waiting a little longer than we thought, but he's getting his baby tonight. There we go. Up here, Gene. This is the periscope control. And we had problems on this board here. It senses where the periscope is pointed. Now these lights show you what shots you're on and the reload. It also lights up the scope on the screen. These bulbs here flash when you hit a ship, and those were what our problem was. We found out that Seawolf will not run without the original power supply. So we rebuild it with all new parts. It takes a special reset circuit, so every time you turn it on, it works. With the new power supply, it wouldn't do that. You turn it off and on, off and on, off, and it'll finally kick on. And then the most important thing is the logic board. This is a whole different board. Your board has chips on every socket. This board just has 2 big chips. So you eliminate more loose connections.
So I think it's great. I mean, it's fun. It keeps the kids occupied. If it rains outside and they can't go in the pool, they come down here and play in the arcade. The Pac-Man we got, Susan wanted the Pac-Man.
And this boy better get a high score for else. Ready? Seawolf has been an adventure for us. Bringing back a game this old back to life was tough.
Oh, Steve painted it. It made it look really good again.
We think we did a good job on it. It is nice to work on equipment that's built so well. The periscope's solid metal. It's just a nice piece of equipment. And now we have it in a home where the customer will appreciate it.
Seeing the end product. Seeing it come in looking like crap. And then seeing it go out and the customer's actually happy with what we did. I think that's where I get the most satisfaction. Just being able to, see it go.
We've reached a part of our program which I call Nutty Letters. Today's letter is from Eric of Connecticut. Todd, this is Eric. I forgot to ask you who will be delivery. I thought you would be delivery. Me? When will they deliver to Connecticut? Okay. I look out the window. Make sure the truck come to my house. I don't read their lips. Please make sure for 2 or 3 delivery men's names. I might remember the names. Okay. And after a week of not seeing our truck out the window, Eric emailed back. Todd, did someone get Junior Pac-Man? I mean, you said sold. Keep in touch. Will you get another Junior Pac-Man? I prefer fast. You will keep to remember. Okay. Thanks, Eric. And this concludes the chapter of Eric. Good night. Now get out!
On the next episode of High Score.
On Thailand, the new arcade game from Nutty.
I'd rather set it all on fire myself.
There's a lot of junk in there.
30 years, but
Should we have ever come?
How many doors can this place have?
It was nasty in there, grungy, dirty.
It says right on it, out.
It felt like that floor was gonna fall right through.
I brought you a long way from wicker furniture. Really? Sons of they took all the boards out of them. Do you know how much this is worth? Do you know how much this... Oh! Where are the games?
That's the movie we never saw.
Ever think you would be perfect for reality television? Now is your chance to feature your business on TV. Go to PBRProductions.com, the home of the Greater Philadelphia area's premier film, television, and video production company. We offer a wide variety of television commercial, web video, and infomercial solutions. Go to PBRProductions.com and learn how we can help your business unlock the potential of television advertising.
How about having a private party here at TNT Amusements in our maze-like showrooms?
Did you know that we have well over 60 games on free play?
And your guests get unlimited playtime in our action showroom.
Try our antique light bulbs or look at our hologram collection. Plus, we're always changing games in the showroom, so there's always different games to play.
And one of our party hostesses will run your entire party for you, making it real easy for you. I'd like you to meet my lovely wife, Pam. You know, folks, Pam and I were happy for almost 25 years. And then we met. Ha ha ha.
25 years, eh?
That's not even my joke. It's Rodney Dangerfield. But it's banana cream.
Look, your very own private party room.
And we even show a classic cartoon while they're eating their food. We'll make your party a smash hit.
We're in the yellow pages under amusement.
Hope you enjoyed our show tonight, folks. And we have a little bit time left over, so let's run some bloopers. And now, the fun part.
Todd is, oh, Jesus.
Everything I do stays here.
Put it in the barn!
Put it in the barn! Put it in the barn! I can just see it now. The big cigar. Put it in the barn!
Todd impression. I don't know. I don't have a. Maybe there's the finger biting.
Never worked for a place quite like this, and I never thought I'd be here this long.
Dean is very large.
Worthless bum, no good, pretzel eating, son of a bitch.
I owe 100,000 on this, 200,000 on that. I even know the pizza parlor guy. Did you see he was gonna walk by without stopping. Dinner. Living is good, isn't it, folks? That's all for now. Good night.